Hey guys, it's Swarzide back for part 5. I healed up in the space between the video. Geodude took 1 damage in between because I fought a Hoothoot. But it is nighttime once again, even though it's a day later. And we're gonna go across Route 31 and hopefully make it to Violet City. And if we don't, then we must have spent quite a bit of time here. And I don't think we're going to need to grind Geodude too much, so I'm not going to be bothered to run away from at least a couple Pokemon. And he's talking about Dark Cave and how a Pokemon could light it up. And the sign just says Dark Cave. As you see, walk in here, it's pitch black. Hopefully next part we're going to get the HM Flash. It's a hidden machine. And essentially what it does is it's a field move that this particular one will allow Pokemon to light up an area that's very dark. We are going to come back when we get Flash. There is an item in there and another Pokemon in there that we could get right now. Well, 2, but one's extremely rare. We're going to find this Pokeball. Anyways, we're going to come back to Dark Cave when we are fully equipped to explore the first part of it. This is the first trainer here, and the only trainer, and he has a lot of Pokemon. And you'll see this as a general trend in the game. If the trainers have more Pokemon, they're lower leveled and are generally not as useful to fight. Like, see, the Caterpie's level 2. Oh, 1 shot, please, Geodude. You're in the ice. Took that down. 22 experience, not bad. Well, it wasn't good, but it's not bad either. Might get a level by the end of this fight. Not if you miss, though, Geodude. Oh, come on! That's even closer than the last one. Take it down. Another 22 experience. And he's gonna send out... Nope. This guy's got 3 Caterpies and a Weedle. So this is Gold's chance to see a Weedle. And... come on, you did more to the last one. Please, Geodude. Kill things, please. I'm begging you. There's a little song glitch there. Here's his Weedle. It's big and bad. It's level 3. Oh no. Does withstand tackle better than Caterpie, but that's not saying too much. And it's still a 2-hit KO and 33 experience, getting to level 9. Awesome. Well, if Mr. Quasi's right in his information he told me, we get Rock Throw at level 11, so we got 2 to go. I don't think I mentioned we got that Bitter Berry over on the tree. Ooh, level 5. I am going to fight this, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, that was pretty good experience. It was about 40. There's only 1 new Pokemon on this route, and that is Bellsprout, which we just found. If you have a Geodude like I do, get Geodude out of there. All these Bellsprout know are Vine Whip, and Vine Whip destroys Geodude. However, Chikorita tanks it like a boss. And hopefully doesn't kill it in 1 shot. I recommend you catch two of these if you plan on having one for yourself. There is a trade in Violet City, which we are going to get to very soon. And I actually think I'm going to catch one later, because I'm just going to trade this one away, because we just got it. And it's more convenient. Well, there's not a move based off that description until next generation, and I don't even know if Bellsprout can learn Ingrain. But anyway, this is Violet City. Some of the coolest city music ever. I'm going to heal quick, and I'll be right back. Alright. Oh my god. Sorry about that. We're going to want to go in this house and talk to the little boy who's standing on people's shoes. And he's asking if we have a Bellsprout, and if he wants to trade it for his Onix. If you don't want to raise a Geodude, this is your other option for the gym if you're not using your starter. And even then, Cyndaquil might have a hard time, too. Slightly. Totodile's going to be just fine, so you don't need a rock type otherwise. But obviously we haven't found an electric type yet, and you can't get one before this gym. So, and you're not going to have ice, because you don't get ice for a long time. So your last option is rock. And trading is so slow. And we are getting Onix from Kyle. And it is, well, take good care of Onix. Traded Onix for a Bellsprout. Hooray! And he's so happy he got himself a Bellsprout, which is just outside of town. Anyway, it's going to be nicknamed Rocky. You can't change it, sorry. That's the only thing if you want to raise an Onix. If you want to raise an Onix, I would recommend using a Geodude for the first gym and catching an Onix, because you can get one pretty soon. However, I'm going to deposit Rocky in the PC and be right back. Alright, back here. I'm just looking around town right now. There is this tree in our way. And it says it can be cut. But how? Yeah, assuming guests Pokemon. Here is the gym as it is labeled above the door. However, we want to train you up a little bit more before we take that on. The mart's not too interesting, nothing awesomely new. There's this creepy dude who spins. Battle gym leader, when you did. He has an accent. And we're going to say yes because I don't want to say no. And I like lying and making myself seem cooler. Yeah. Okay, well, our next area here is the Sprout Tower. Experience the way of Pokemon. I don't think so. Unfortunately, Geodude is going to get next to no training in here. Because, as you will see, he's going to have a very hard time against the trainers that are up on the higher floors. Just take a look at this guy. And these guys, everybody you fight in here is a sage. And they all have Bellsprout. I honestly don't know how that kid hadn't already traded away his Onix. But these Bellsprout are absolutely no trouble whatsoever, so not a big deal. Basically, they're going to get 1 damage on Chikorita for every single Bellsprout in here. Because they're not an issue. They are pretty good experience. If you've got Cyndaquil and it knows Ember already, I think it learns at level 12 if memory serves, you can sweep through this place and pretty much have your Cyndaquil evolved by the end of the tower. No, that's... Oh my god, Chikorita, why can't you just grow levels instead of just... Whoops. How much do you need? 6. 6 freaking experience. You are going to want to come in this place at night, because if that is the case, you can find a very cool Pokemon called Gastly, and Gastly is a ghost. Yes, he's essentially well, he's not a dead Pokemon, but he's a floating ball of gas. Yeah, because that's a ghost. And this is Sage Chow. And I'm honestly going to... well, I'm not... do I want to skip it? Maybe. Nah, I'll last it out. This guy has the exact same team as the last guy. 3 level 3 Bellsprout. Fun stuff. And there's a little overkill on that experience for Chikorita. Alright, well, at least in this case we're not letting Geodude get far above Chikorita, so Chikorita's under-leveled when we ditch Geodude. These Bellsprout die so slowly. And this is very monotonous. Whoops. There's not much to say about killing Bellsprout. I wish there was. And he thanks us for winning. Hopefully we're going to find a Gastly at some point in here. I've collected a couple items that are like the opposite ways of where you're supposed to go when you come up from the stairs. Or down in the other case. There is this trainer, who is the last one we're going to fight in this episode. And he's talking about swaying like leaves in the wind. It's Sage Edmund. Edmund. I don't care how it's pronounced. More Bellsprout. I just want to say that I have decided... oh, that's great. For this playthrough, I'm already catching just about everything I'm going to find. I decided I'm going to stick to using Pokemon I've never used before, which I try to do every time I go through a game. But this particular time, I plan on using fairly obscure Pokemon. And I've only thought a few out ahead, but... wait, was that a critical that did 1 damage? So that's really funny. Probably was. Chikorita has awesome special defense. And she's level 12 now. Cool. Yeah, she's got 24 special defense. And learned Reflect, so we can raise our defense more. Yay! Tackle. Basically what Reflect does is it sets up a defense wall for your entire team. Even if the user switches out or is knocked out or whatever. Lasts for about 5 turns. Come on. Alright. I am going to... if you walk up these stairs, you get to the final floor. I'm gonna grab this potion quick, because yes, it is a potion. Then I'm just going to cut until I find a Gastly, show that, and then I will finish off this video. So it'll be a minute. Okay, well, I killed the first one I found, but here's Gastly. And now I know any attack I use on it will kill it, so we are just going to throw Pokeballs. Because it's kind of our only option. Because Tackle on both Chikorita and Geodude does not affect Gastly. And I tried on a previous Chikorita, a previous Gastly, and Chikorita's Razor Leaf kills them. Which sucks. 1, 2, 3. Dang it! Lick is a ghost move that it's using on us. I think it's gotten 2 criticals if I'm watching. Probably not. And it has a chance of paralyzing you, which is another status condition we haven't come across yet. Oh, come on! It's painful enough that the other one just died. Oh, there's the paralysis. Basically, paralysis cuts your speed quite a bit, and it also makes it so you got a 50-50 shot of not being able to move. 3, catch.